How are you feeling about saying goodbye to Drax?
It's bittersweet in like the biggest way because the role changed my life.
I want you all to know that I'm grateful for your acceptance after my blunders. It is pleasing to once again have friends.
The people that are involved in this film are family to me. I love them deeply. But I feel like, all things must end, and also, there's still things that I want to accomplish. I've done 7 films as Drax, and so a lot of times people don't think about that, but when you think about 7 films as one character, it's a lot.
It's a lot.
I feel like it's come full circle and it's time to let go. But it's, it just stings a little bit.
The trailer made me cry.
It's a heartwarming film, and which I think is the great thing about James is he always puts heart into his film, even as silly as it may be, or they may be fun or ridiculous at times. But there's always just an emotional heartbeat to his films, and there's always an inspiring message to his films. And I love that about him, and I love that about his films.
And we'll kill anyone who gets in our way.
No, not kill anyone.
Kill a few people.
Kill no people.
Kill one guy, one stupid guy who no one loves.
Now you're just making it sad.
Do you see yourself going over to DC at some point? Like a lot of people think you're going to play Bane.
No, I did lobby forever, but I think that James and Peter are really smart in the way they're just kind of rebooting everything. I think they're going to reboot fresh and with younger people who can carry on for the next 10 years. And that wouldn't be me.
You don't want to do that again?
Not that I don't want to, I just don't see myself in front of the camera for another 10 years. And I don't see, to play the role of Bane, I would have to, it would be physically demanding.
So you came back to die with your city?
No. I came back to stop you.
At this point, I don't know if I'd do justice to the role anymore, so I would steer away from it because I feel like Bane deserves to be played by someone who can be all in. Yeah. And I don't know if I could be.
The 4 of us are here to prevent the apocalypse. Your family has been chosen to make a horrible decision. If you fail to choose, the world will end.
This is so great. I love this movie. I love you in it.
Thank you. It's just a different performance for me. It's I've been saying all these years that I wanted to be an actor, not a movie star. I could care less about that. And this was kind of my real chance to prove it, in a leading role that was something of this magnitude, this weight. So that's it. It's just, and I have a lot of anxiety about it because now I have to, now I'm about to be judged. But I've been saying it all these years. I want to be respected as an actor.
Do you go online? Do you read reviews?
I try not to. I've read a couple bad ones that really stuck with me and I took personally. So I tried just stay away from it because I think it's always easier, to really absorb those negative things and they kind of stick with you rather than, there could be 1,000 positive things and just one negative thing and you harp on that one negative thing. And so, I try to stay away from it.
There's a lot of praise for this performance and for you.
I love it. And also, I hate to even say this, but I'm a little uncomfortable with praise as well. I hope people love it, but I also at the same time, it's just, I really want to be respected as an actor, and so this is it. I just put a lot of stock into this performance. How
do you describe working with M. Night? How does that differ from anything you've done before?
The thing is, it's just such a different process. It's, typically with directors, you get minimal direction. You get like a point here or there, or say, maybe say this word differently, say just kind of a different direction in dialogue. But with Night, it's so funny, and everybody, you'll talk to the cast and they'll all say the same thing, but he comes out and he sits down and he's got this notebook and he opens up the notebook and he gives you so much information to process, and they're not just particular points, but they're like full-on conversations about emotions and about what the character is thinking and what his background might have been. It's just very lengthy conversations, so it's a lot to process and put into this performance, but it's also, it's something that I love about him. He's such a loving, giving, caring person that, you kind of welcome these conversations and you want to have them because you know that he's going to bring out the best in you as a performer. How much do you dive into your character's backstory? Because we're with them for, 24 hours or whatever it is. How much do you go into their past? I'm not one of those actors that dives deeply into their past. I just need to know kind of what their nature is, what a short, what kind of a short synopsis of their background is. And so a lot of times I'll just, if I don't have the conversation with the director, I'll just make something up in my head. So, I feel or kind of to explain why I look a certain way, or why a character like Leonard would be so large and why he would be coaching kids.
Hi there. Can I talk to you for a little bit?
Come inside right now. There were 4 of them.
What do we say? You shouldn't make things up when we're talking about...
Can you open the door, please? Of course he was an athlete, you know, maybe a pro athlete, or maybe someone who aspired to be a pro athlete but just couldn't make it, just wasn't good enough. But yeah, just simple things like that.
He's a sweetheart.
Yeah.
That's what I like about this movie is like there's really not like a villain. Everybody is like pure.
And I think that's, you know, that's what people are going to struggle with this, because it is really 4, you know, well, at least 3 very good people kind of struggling to do what they feel like they're being forced to do, but they feel like it, you know, it's for a greater good. It's, you know, it's a sacrifice that they're making.
Do you have a favorite M. Night Shyamalan movie?
Sixth Sense.
Sixth Sense.
Yeah.
I see dead people.
But I think it's Sixth Sense. I will always lean towards that.
You're talking about, you know, I want to be an actor, not a movie star. What does that look like to you? Like, what do you feel like your next steps are or goals are?
You know, obviously I have some things that are already on the table, and I have some obligations. But my end game is just to be a filmmaker, just to be, you know, producing, hopefully directing. And I just want to continue to be a storyteller. That's kind of something I fell in love with throughout wrestling, and I feel like it transitioned over into films. And I love just telling inspiring stories.